Bing, bing. We are back here for some more knowledge and juice. So basically, as you might figure it out, your brain has different, functions. Like, it can emit signals and it can receive them. So it's basically like a signal emitter and a receiver of frequencies, vibrations, senses. So I could go on like, plus minus. So the scale within it, yeah, as we said, good things and the opposite of the good, and how they are completing each other. This is important to understand because everything stands there for a reason. So yet that it's not to your preference, that's on you, okay? Well, and this is what I'm repeating, that once you don't like or dislike, like resistance, and resistance, distortion lowers your vibrational states. And that's where you're vulnerable because you don't, well, practice makes the master, okay? The more you practice, the better you get. Well, practice the things that make you tickle, all right? With this, I just want to expand your knowledge, all right? That to say, oh, yeah, there might be something else, because there is. It's just, what do you want it from this to be true? So want the good stuff, okay? Because, yeah, these things can consume you. Like, it's the never-ending thing. It's an algorithm. What you like, you like. You like learning, and then you get addicted to learning. So you cannot survive a day without learning. And learning takes away everything else. You see, again, the scale we get back. You must be aware of what's going on. Like, learning can consume me, and then you know how the outer world reflects. People tell you crazy. Yeah, well, so what? Crazy is a baseline, bro. How many times someone tell you, you're crazy? How did I make you feel? So think about it. And just follow your heart, all right? Look for your clues. You know what your clues are, all right? I don't want to go like, level above, or how, where I could say, all right, I will say something to you before you come into your body, because before your soul is assigned to your physical body, all right? You come to an agreement, okay? You choose the body, you choose the family, you choose the stuff. It's your play. The thing is, you don't learn later on the things through life, you remember them. This is something, again, like, I always knew. Yeah, well, how is that? You see, you did, because you did. And this is something that you cannot deny. Well, maybe you can. Well, good luck with it, actually. The more you deny, the more you basically pile up like more stuff on it. And it's harder to reach. You need to dig deeper when you want to fix. And this is what I'm saying whenever I mention that you prioritize something else over yourself. Sometimes sacrifice for others to help someone else, all right, is okay. Let's say someone is injured, something happened, all right, and I'm on my way to my flight or whatever, of course I'm gonna help. So I'm gonna like say, see, this is the thing. However, I had personal experience where I have witnessed something that I could help, okay, and throughout life, it made me really, it came back to me, like, me asking myself a question, like, why did you do that? And explaining again myself to myself, like, the reasons why. So with this, I'm saying, like, don't do the same stuff that I do you, but learn from things. That's how you're learning, evolving, evolution, and this is how things are changing. So we adapt to changes, and changes are just happening. Like the river, the flow, you like it or not, it just goes. You say, I don't like the way it goes, and you try swimming against it. Well, you can do for a while. You get exhausted and it takes you. You get consumed by it. You see where I'm going with this? Again, like, think about life like natural flow. And whatever like I want or I don't want, you disturb the natural flow as it's supposed to be. I'm not saying that you should not interact with it, but not the way you thought. And this is where open-mindedness comes, as we are reactive. So when something like, let's say, something falls next to me, yeah? Yeah? Well, that, you immediately reacted. So if I throw this on purpose next to you, you will get scared, all right? And your body is doing that to you, all right? It tries to protect you. You see what this triggers? The state of protection. Protection is something, you know, yeah. When do you use protection? When you feel attacked, when it's danger. Yeah, when you need to survive. Where that puts you in survival mode. So in order to survive, what do you do? Anything. So you see, you get consumed by it. So you don't think straight, you react to circumstances. And that is a difference. If you stay this long, awesome, I'm proud of you, and take the juice and juice it up and put your new lenses on. And if you do not know or you have a lot of questions to yourself, sometimes like it takes time that it lands in you. You want so much, but yet you don't believe it, and this takes time, okay? And by time, like, you confirm that to yourself. You don't have to prove anyone else. Just you. Okay. So I'm not gonna go more. Okay. It was enough. And straight from heart as always. And I'm willing to learn more. I hope that you are too. And, you know, to help each other understand this beauty better, you know, so we can all have better lives. I mean, that's what we are here for now. I mean, yet ignorant to certain things, but it's okay, because sooner or later it comes the time and it happens. Like, that's it. You go with the flow sooner or later. So the more resistant we build, it harder it gets. The more we say, ah, yeah, whatever. You know, people say like, how can you say like whatever? But he just let it, like whatever. I cannot do anything about it to change it. So why should I fight for it? See what I'm going with this? Like, I don't need to make more sacrifice, like whatever, okay? Yeah, I can, what I can do? Yeah, I can make your day better. I can make my day better. You know, I can dance, I can write, I can do the stuff that fulfills me. I can play with my dogs. I can, you know, work out. I can be in garden. I can talk to like anything that I want to. I can look at any single thing that I want to look at. I can touch anything that I want to touch, you know. And these are feelings to make you feel good. All right? Feel good now.